I mean, I think that's the thing that I've noticed. Like when Lynn joined, well, when Cherie and Marizzi joined, it grew me. When Lynn joined us, it grew us. And I know that when you join us, it's gonna grow us. Like that's the point of this thing, you know. It's room for all our voices. I remember we were talking the other day. We all have strong personalities. Do not dim your light. Don't. Woo. Up, full body. There's enough space. We got hips. We gonna scoot them. You know.
Thank you. We are so happy to see everybody here tonight. Thank you for holding this space for us tonight as we've uprooted and exposed our roots. Why did we start with roots? Because roots are our lifelines. Because taking inventory at the root level is essential for evaluating and diagnosing the health of anything. As we all aspire to heal and achieve our best versions of self, we must unpack and unlayer the roots. Most of
Welcome everybody. I'm so happy and humbled to have y'all all in our space. Freedom Tour, the Black Gyrl Collective. We meet twice a week for an hour together. We've been doing it since April, and we have quite a few rituals that we partake in that hour. One of them is the 5-minute prompt. Now, we do that every single time, and the prompt will be a variety of things, but it always is in some way trying to get at the root of something. We write for 5 minutes with integrity, put our pens, pencils, crayons, whatever we're writing with down, and then we share it with one another without changing it, without editing, without second guessing what came up. After that, we do this little thing called the strand poem, where literally we just take, not necessarily a line, which is why we say strand. You take a strand of what you did in that 5-minute prompt, and we simply layer them together over one another like a braid in a way, so that we can layer our voices and our stories in a way that creates this larger sort of experience.
She left me pride and confusion about my power.
You left me. We could have been great.
karmic residue.
Now, I said I can't hear you.
Because she left me powerless, no less strong.
But when I look in your eyes, all I see is hate.
She left me the daughter and mother bond that died when I was 9.
Yeah, because you always 3 rooms away.
Just submissive enough to control, yet smart enough to question.
You left me.
And resuscitated at 24 when I had my own daughter.
You left her sailing sea towns, a drink to sorrow's bending.
She left me ruined mother to assemble.
You were full of broken promises.
She left me closetfuls of fly clothes.
Down deep inside, tucked away, you left her.
Her foundations eroded by cycles of learned powerlessness.
Opened many wounds, but I still loved you.
And makeup tricks and reassurance dreams come true. Motherhood.
In the limbo of permissiveness, it was cloaked, soaked in batteries, dried strong, streaked across strength.
She left me broken but whole.
Problem is, you came around too late.
She left me a reason to learn to plait hair.
You left her dangerously low in self-esteem.
Although she didn't know it, she designed a rebel.
Oh, here, you just couldn't wait.
And someone who cared about me like a mini mommy, my firstborn.
Work is just always more important.
She left me in awe.
I gave you the world.
She left me a reason to face the mirror of childhood abuse and trauma.
Protecting her interests slipped and shit on her dreams.
She walked the tightrope of womanhood while dancing with wolves.
I was a perfect mate.
Hurt people, hurt people. She left me self-checking.
You left her looking over her doggone shoulder, wondering if she's too loud.
She left me ambiguity and clear memories of her hands.
Gave up on our fate.
She was a reminder to want more and do better.
Earth quaking under earth, the shake of her waistline, tremors.
Their leathery texture.
I was there accepting calls from jail.
She left me strong woman.
You left me bonding.
Matching the skin around her fierce and fighting eyes.
Being a single parent, I was carrying a lot on my plate.
Because she witnessed me growing.
Finding sanity in creation, then stating exactly what downloads divine woke her up today.
She left me.
Packing my daughter up every weekend just to drive upstate.
Kind, not bitter.
You left her.
Self-worth and value.
You left me.
Sour sweet.
Gratitude.
She left me.
Where were you when I needed someone to tell me things were going to be okay?
She left me.
You left her. One called Ancestral Gratitude. And we've been just doing a lot of thinking about from whence we came, from who we came. And so this is what came up along that journey. Today, I do not ask the elders for permission to speak. Today, the ancestors said, child, it has already been given. So, oh, ancestors, I am grateful for your divine loving guidance, and I truly appreciate that you are always with me, protecting me, loving me, helping me to overstand, to retain the messages I need to wade my purpose. I love you. I respect you. And I hope to honor you with the life that I lead. I cherish you and the fact that I come from you. The second one is called Elements, and it is only a draft too, so it probably will change a few more times, but this particular one was a prompt we did for 5 minutes when we were really sort of trying to interrogate this idea of masculine and feminine and the spectrum, or more of a sphere, and how it interacts with the different elements. So fire, earth, wind, and air. Elements. Earth so feared the full engulf, the full embrace of the water's love. For in it she felt her lungs fill, body sink. She becomes the floor, firm and submerged, cleansed. Compounded, I rinse and rise, glass shattering again. In the blistering heat, the anxiety of the ocean can't hide, recede more. So collective memories come flooding in of the ocean before. all conjoined, dry like the Mojave, sting like the Sahara, Valley of Kings dried, fear tempered well, a healthy respect, silent the slow drag, swaying back and forth, towards and fro, view intelligence with clarity, our lineage crumbles. Then we erect pyramids, sink primordial waters, engulfed to engulf.
Hey, everybody, good evening. It's me. I'm here. I'm going to pretend like I know everybody on this chat with us. Okay, this piece is called Tug of War, a Self-Inventory. Earth, unwind, unpack, unearth. Roots, rooted like mahogany, like Harlem, like New York City. Lost southern roots, like transient, like transit deep, below the surface, implanted like base, like infrastructure, like womb, like placenta. Like, what happens to roots when detached from an origin? What becomes of roots with identity mistaken? What are the fruits it bears when the storyline stops short at an interrupted past, early deaths, and no knowledge thereof? Grandmas we never met, grandpas we've never known. Gone too soon, gone too fast, gone too long. Who are my roots? What connects me? Snipped umbilical cord, unrooted, floating in cyberspace. Sense of self, disassociative. Lines of demarcation between us alliance, mapped and charted lineage abrupted, short on information, lost footage, roots, earth guardianship. Fallen superheroes are mere humans. Where do I find myself in a family tree? Where do I begin the search for me? She left me. She left me with gold Nefertiti and chain link. She left me with brass ear cuff. She left me with photographic and concrete memories of us. She left me with a love of men, adoration, fixation, God is femme. She left me with thick thighs, bright smiles, and big feet. She left me with soul food and rhythm between my knees. We bonded over hot combs and warm kitchens. Her tenderness is me. She left me with creativity and an insatiable overcompensation, judgment, cynicism, and side-eye acceptance. She left me with big dreams, big arms that squeeze tightly, and self-righteousness, knowing it all, counter-argument. She left me. From sitting on laps, from waiting to comebacks, return trips from work, Macy's parade, nuclear family, and day outings to distance, far but close. He left me, packed all his stuff, and moved in the basement. Replaced tickles with silence, not far, close enough to hear his voice under the floorboards, gaps between us. He left me missing validation and confused in a body growing too fast to keep up. Filling the space with unanswered questions, he left me afraid of abandonment, physically present, emotionally absent. He left me with no protection, misdirected. He left me vulnerable, perfect bedfellow for disempowered companions. He left me with broken consciousness and emptied self-worth. He left me distasteful, distrustful, torn. He left me. What happens to roots when detached from an origin? What becomes of roots with identity mistaken? What are the fruits it bears when the storyline stops short at an interrupted past? Snipped umbilical cord, unrooted, floating in cyberspace, sense of self, disassociative. Thank you.
He loves me. See, he tried to love me so gentle, but yet so hard, hoping that I would open my eyes to see what he sees and finally start to love me. I mean, I don't think I lack self-love. I just think I didn't understand the word love, and it just felt better to me to not deal with love, but yet I still desire this four-letter word, love. I just wouldn't let it in. So I pushed love away. I mean, I really wanted him to stay, but those words never came out my mouth. It was like I seen them, but still didn't know how or what to say. Because to me, expressing yourself meant I was weak. And giving myself completely to someone was for the bird. So I convinced myself that love was just a word instead of a verb. Because with my first love, that word always felt deferred, put off for later, feeling like he hated her. A daughter to a father that made her a fucking option. Let me say that again. A daughter to a father that made her a fucking option. See, love left me broken and bruised, and I keep putting bandages on unhealed wounds. Hell, I didn't have a chance before I came out the womb. So when you ask me who hurt me, it cuts deep because my first heartbreak came from someone I call my daddy. Roots. Thank you.
First piece is called Substance and Shit. I'm a plant trying to ground myself into something real. Branches are reaching for nothing and everything. I'm surrounded by illusions. Although they look real, it takes so much to filter shit from substance. The substance settles and becomes the soil. Shit surfaces and can either be removed or concealed. Just remember, shit is shit. It stinks no matter how good you think you've masked it. The substance, on the other hand, is what's left when all the shit, clatter, social expectation, and pretense are gone. The silence is a constant. Substance over shit for soul sustenance. Lemon's aid. I was breastfed lemonade, nursed and cursed by misfortune, sweet nectar. Life didn't give me lemons. I am the fruit of the spirit. Nothing's inhibited, all is exhibited through me. Some days are sweet, others quite sour. Some days I'm off, others I power through. I do what I do, hate what I don't, fear what I won't. God's print, the imprint of all being has filled my cup. And though it runneth over tartly, it does so fanatically. My lemon tree is one of integrity, organically growing, blowing with the vicissitudes of life. Thank you.
This next one is called TT Rel, and it's actually a shortened version of it. It came out of a conversation about a month ago with my aunt that was pretty heavy, and just considering a lot of the things that many people are kind of navigating through with COVID and with all of everything going on with Black Lives and our conversations and everything. So TT Rel. I'm clean this room. I'm clean this room tonight. But if I can't, it's okay. It's okay. Experiencing this COVID that so vividly diminishes me. It's traumatic. And we haven't actually left the trauma, so we don't get the honor of having PTSD yet. No relief from this invisible, silent stressor. Stressor on our immunity. Stressor on our thoughts being in unity. Stressor on our entire world community. Can't seem to shake this funk, this chunk of me sagging, giving me this sinking feeling. I've been sinking with the frequency of delinquency and singing sad hymns inside. Depressed state? I depress. Wait. Nothing is wrong with you, baby. Something's wrong with the song around you. Empathic shoulders bear boulders, colder to slow the impact of mourning. You absorb. They don't even know, child. They don't even know how you, on the brink of collective paralysis, so you You absorb this too, like all those toilet paper rolls that left empty shelves. You both absorb way too many fears, shaped like knees on your son's neck. We are dancing the tightrope between sanity and insanity. Quite frankly, we ain't good. You, sweet TT, intuit this stuff. Compound it with your own fresh fears, no end in sight. The sexiness of the matriarch fades beneath the weight of the job. And this is the job. Nothing's wrong with you. Thank you.
Ancestral clapback and generational rebranding. On a side note, my ancestors and angels already gave me clearance. I'm just affirming. I am incredibly and uniquely beautiful, a rare woman in all aspects. I am a gem, fine and valuable, flawed perfection. I am delicious, juicy, feminine, sensual, and sexual. I am clear-headed, intelligent, powerful, and magnetic. I am brick house, spiritualist, tantrist, God body, and Christian. I am goddess, warrior, witch doctor, priestess, and prophetess. I am fiery, steamy, bubbly, wavy, flowery, shea butter, and cocoa chocolatey. I am divine woman. I am full, dense, coily, kinky, wiry hair. I am deep set almond eyes and high cheekbones. I am curvy hips, full breasts, round bottom, sturdy arms, and thick lips. I am strong woman. I am mentally and physically fit. I am emotionally and hormonally balanced woman. I am nurturing, supportive, compassionate, empathic, empathetic, gentle woman. I am soulmate. I am wife. I am best friend. I am blissfully married to my king. I am queen. I am mother. I am educator. I am mentor. I am boss. I am leader. I am visionary. I am creator. I am money magnet woman. Wealth and the accumulation of riches is easy for me. I am a passive money earning woman. I am generous. I give from my runoff woman. I am a world and time traveler. I move about in ease. I am confidence. I vibrate higher daily. I am peace and contentment. I am joyous. I am filled with Holy Spirit. I am adventurous, youthful, and vivacious. I am good energy, good vibes, good loving, and good natured. I am healer, activist, philanthropist, magician, and manifester. I am Sojourner Truth, Betty Shabazz, Sonia Sanchez, Madam C.J. Walker, Queen Afua, Maya Angelou, Queen Latifah, Angela Davis, Sister Soldier, Jill Scott, and Claire Huxtable. I am Black pride. I am Black love. I am Black wealth. I am Black history. I am Black future. I am Black godliness. I am Black woman. I am, amen, Ashe. Thank you.
Born in the hood, raised in the hood, from the hood. Emphasizing all three because that's my roots. A product of my environment from Compton to Bompton, whatever you want to call it, I salute. Because despite what society thinks, my city produced good fruit. And in a world that still consider my honey cocoa complexion strange fruit, modern day lynching with the gun as a noose. Watching my brothers and sisters hanging from a string like a puppet, all to call it truce. And when we use the word oppressed, they say it's an excuse. A typical girl from the ghetto, a round the way girl. They say I was the one who made it out. But the thing about me, you could put me on a path away from my past, and like a boomerang, I still reroute. A complete 360, giving back to my people in my community. They say a girl from the hood can never amount. See, I became a diamond, but See, I became a diamond because all my life I was under pressure. I was raised by a strong Black woman, so I inherit my strength from my mother and my grandmother. A little rough around the edges, so I don't mind squaring up. I'll two-piece a bitch in a minute and wouldn't give a fuck. But I'm a lady, so I'm gonna leave that alone and shut up. I had to educate myself about myself so I can grow the fuck up. I've been through a lot, seen a lot, and held a lot. I had a shackle chain mentality, too blind to understand that I had the power to release those chains to face my reality. Now I'm inhaling all that good shit and releasing all that bullshit. Color purple vibes. See, Leo, all my life I had to fight. Focus on the prize, I can't lose the sight. See, my background was a little challenging. And I'm just now learning how to unpack, and that shit in itself is still challenging. See, I came from something and then had nothing. Surrounded by drug lords and drug kings, couldn't be protected because it wasn't my family. For a clear picture, if you didn't get the point, those drug dealers were my granny, my daddy, and my mommy. So I had no choice but to normalize the hustle. I had everything I wanted, and I also had everything I needed. But having a gun pointed to your head when your house was rated at 8 pointed me to a different fate. I was young, and on my shoulders, I was carrying a lot of weight. And because I was taught to keep my mouth shut, all those traumas and emotions have been hidden and displaced. See, I was playing the game with the cards that was dealt. I spent my life embarrassed by what people thought and felt. Couldn't be a regular kid, and in the Black community, we neglect mental health. So if we neglect what we need, how could I face or even meet the inner me? And then the next one, I was like a little heavy. The next one is a blessing for my queen. It is embedded in her roots to be a queen. But if she doesn't believe it herself, she allows society to degrade and demean. There is no in between the simple queens, you are queen. Look closely in the mirror, and if things don't appear to be what they seem, remember, Jesus himself stated, now faith is the substance of the things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You were born into royalty. So even when you're feeling filthy and unclean, you still wear that crown because your creator is kings of all kings. Ruth, adjust your crown, queen. Sorry, I was stuttering. Have a good day.
It's called Destiny's Debt. With the idea that if you take a breath, you earn the universal debt of self to self-actualize. So here we go. I think, therefore I am, they say. What power of the mind? Thoughts can change the world. I pray, and the lost will find. To settle is to die in comfort. Discomfort pushes life, cleans transgressions with new dirt, and gives up fancies for strife. Don't worry if you bleed your tears or cry out your own blood. Old thoughts breed brand new fears to be washed out by your flood. Your spirit can't help but heal the blessing of time's touch. The curse is what it can reveal, too little or too much. Don't live in your spiritual catastrophe. Don't drown in thoughts of regret. Your self-fulfilling prophecies won't settle your destiny's debt. Thank you.
Most of what you witness here tonight began from our 5-minute writing prompts, created in our collective meetings. You will shortly experience, like we did, that asking yourself questions and listening inwardly with pen in hand for the answer is a way to access your own voice and your own self-narrative. Why 5 minutes? Because 5 minutes is a low stakes starting point. 5 minutes is just enough time to process internally and respond organically. No editing, no second guessing. In this next portion of the program, we invite you to engage and exchange in the 5-minute prompt with us.
The 5-minute prompt is what lives in you. And I want you guys to, and we want you guys to be liberated and trace and explore connections as near as your parental and as far back as your ancestral. Include your generational gems and curses. And as Cherie mentioned, just let it out.
I would like to share a piece that I kind of freestyle today, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's called Why Us. I can feel it in my bones. I can hear it in my sleep. The screams, the pain, the hurt, and the agony. As we join our voices for the unspoken, the unheard, and the unacceptable. The time is now to scream, to shout, and to roar like a mothering tiger who has lost her cub. No more. Please stop. What else do you want from us? What else do you want from me? From those that were taken, tortured, and murdered for centuries, just because of our beautiful melanin, our strong, powerful tongue. Ask yourself why. Why so much hatred? Why so much anger for, why so much anger for others that you force, enslave, and oppress for centuries? Sorry, I lost where I'm at.
You got it.
Oh, the answer to that question is because you are weak, you are afraid, you are unaware of our beauty, of our culture, of our love, and of our spirit. Next time someone tells you, asks you why there's so much hatred, why there's so much wickedness, and they treat you unkindly, turn to them and smile and pray for their wicked ways. We only get one life, and we have the right to live it our way, not theirs. People say show love and positivity, and I know there's two sides to every story, and we as a people can only take so much. So
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you so much. That was brave, number one, too.
A heart full of joy, honesty, love, and appreciation. A mind that can turn paper to a car, metal to a skyscraper, metal to a skyscraper, and straw to a fast boat. It was kind of short. I ran out of time.
Baby.
Go Langston!
That was beautiful, Langston. Thank you. Thank you for gracing us. Langston, how old are you?
I'm almost 9.
Heard it. Come through, King. Thank you.
That's my big
my
brother.
baby.
I am Lace's dad. Nice to see you guys.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. What lives in me? A band of 14 million ancestors marching on a cloud, dancing, singing, trumpets very loud. What lives in me? A fire set ablaze before ever the dawn of the so-called slave. Savage, ravage, anger, entranced, swinging on unhinged rage. Poetry and artistry untapped, yet on display. The unmovable, unbound desire to do things all my way. That's it.
Oh, y'all are making my heart just, Thank you so much.
What's in me, you ask? Well, anger is in me, anger in myself for being so naive, for splitting myself and weaving out all my needs. What's in me is power, a continuous power that cannot be defeated no matter the obstacles that come tumbling and knocking on my door. Strength is in me. As I learned from my mother, I watch her carry the world on her shoulders, but everyone first but herself, but not once have time for herself, follow dreams of her own. Pain is in me, pain from my father doing what African parents do, not listening and pushing and screaming and haunting me. But I know he wants the best for me, but I can't get over the trauma that became me, that haunts me, and the man that I love, the man I said I do to, my husband. I hate that he had to deal with my trauma, my pain, my unresolved issues, my stress, my shame. Sadness is in me, but so is pride and gratitude that I get to watch my children grow up and take flight, be the amazing forces of change I know they were meant to be. Thank you.
What lives in you? The ability to see me organically, authentically, despite being spit on by the world. The love of the Holy Spirit for all that he's brought me through, allowing me to be free. Love. Love for so many of the people around me. Love for the beauty of life. Love for the other woman. Love for the understanding. Love for the female form and all the ways they adapt to the weight of the world. Love wins above the actions of sin. I see the need to be accepted, the pressure of not being completely myself, to please the image of what I should be. I understand that my mentality is greater than this world, and I am proud of that education of my ancestors.
I think so. You know, in my songwriting and stuff, revision is definitely a part of what I do. So I can already see where I would revise this and maybe add more. But anyway, it's just a piece of a thing. It's called The People We've Been. The journey is endless. The excavation can accommodate however deep, far back, sideways, or forward we want to go, how much we're willing to know, or let our consciousness grow and flow. Are we inviting in all the people we've been? That's what it is.
My poem was Too Many Innocent Lives, and so I'm about to start it. Too many innocent lives being taken, from whom who aren't aware, from whom really scared. I can't imagine my sisters and brothers being there. They just looking in the casket, knowing they're not here. It gets me mad when I hear these things about mamas having abortions, daddy molesting babies, people killing children, and mamas not having safety. Mamas not having safety, murder's been going crazy. My brothers and sisters be saying, save me. We sit here on sympathy on the person and empathy. We see but don't speak. And it's sad because it's our own community that is the damage, and it can't be managed. I wish we could speak the same language, but that's not possible. Parents over here crying for their sons because someone doesn't know when to use a gun. We can't even have fun without hearing a bang, 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 and our parents telling us to run. I'm tired of seeing all these tears and seeing so many people in fears. I want to see my peers rise, and also for the adults to be wise, and for everyone to dry their eyes, because it's going to be a fight between the wrong and the right, where the innocent ones will reunite and we will win and see daylight.
5 minutes, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful people, beautiful souls. Like, I'm so happy with all the energy in the room.
Space a little bit as we close this sacred container. And again, like Lance said, if you're going to hang around and chat with us, please do that. And I just also wanted to throw it out there that for folks who wrote and would like to share, either that you already shared or you wrote and you didn't share verbally, but would like to be a part of like the collection of this stuff. If you are interested, we'll put our email up here and you can just send that along, and it'll end up in our our social media posts and websites as features, as having participated, and this is what you wanted to share. So no pressure, but if that's a desire of yours, feel free. We'll drop our emails in the chat and you can send that along. Our hope is that if it's enough of them, maybe we'll actually put it together in material form, like a book that can be released, but we shall see. Yeah, we're staying in the chat, Naya. Yes.
Yeah.
We're just letting folks have an opportunity to leave out at 8:15. And then whomever wants to stay behind and chit chat with us for a while, informally, certainly you're welcome to. We love that stuff.
Oh, my heart is overwhelmed.
Everyone else in here wants to chit chat with us. That's cool. Okay. So, is everybody unmuted? I feel like it's a small enough room that we can unmute everyone. Is that cool with y'all? And just sort of like take turns like talking? And then I also would like to just not manage the mute list, if that's cool.
You can.
I love you, Rizdi. I love you. Ladies, you were wonderful. Very good. That's it.
Thank you for.
I love you, Duray.
Floating around.
That's my TT Sherelle, the one the poem is about. Up in the top.
Really?
That's TT Sherelle.
I actually wanted to say something too. I'm gonna go, but I just wanted to say thank you. I enjoyed it so much. I'm not an eloquent speaker, and I just admire people when they're able to just flow, the way you guys, and it was just so beautiful. Several of you all's poems just brought tears to my eyes, and I just wanted to say thank you. I enjoyed it so much.
And we've heard, I think we felt a lot about you through.
Yes.
So
I know
thank
we
you.
It inspires me so much. She's so young, but she inspires her auntie. But I look at her, I see my sister, and it's just so wonderful. And I love her company. I see why she enjoys you, and I'm going to definitely sit in again because I got so much from it. I felt it, I loved it, and thank you all so much.
Thank
She's
you.
in good company.
Sorry for the cussing. Sorry.
It's okay.
We all cussing women in my family, baby.
Hey.
Good company. Look,
Hey.
tell her.
We do that. That's all right. It doesn't bother me at all. No.
My friends like
She
elders
said
and
hi,
kids, and I
TT
was like,
Bell. I don't know if you saw it in the chat, TT. Cherie's husband G said, "Hi, TT Rail, love." TT.
Oh, I didn't see it, but hello. And it was nice meeting you all, and like I said, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, and I call him bro, so that also means he's like a nephew to you from.
Like a nephew, he's a bro, huh? Okay, that's good. Good to know. Well, thank you all for allowing me to be here.
Jonathan, phone is frozen. Her friend just texted me, so if you can, like, I don't know if it's a way you can put someone out of the room, but I know her phone is frozen. She was listening to on my other friend's phone.
Oh, so go and put her out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, removing her. I've never done that before. That felt.
I'm doing good.
Nice to see ya or hear ya.
You too. Yeah, great build. I really enjoyed myself. I look forward to more. The best is yet to come. Words create worlds. Y'all keep on doing y'all thing. We love medley.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this man, you wouldn't know from him just saying that, is epic. I mean, I've known him since I don't care, Ron. I'm gonna just say it. You're amazing, and that's what it is. I've known him since I was 18. He was a sophomore, and I was a freshman. He is.
Maybe it's like R. Kelly right there. I saw R. Kelly right there when you said it like that.
He's like, you're older than my ass. It did sound kind of bad though.
No.
But Ron is brilliant. He's artistic. He is the movement. I mean, who all you been doing this with? I mean, you guys do it with Ancestor now, Gregory. I mean, I can't even. I'm gonna send y'all his links so you can just see what he's been up to. But Rajni, you may remember him because I had a couple of his books at school because I always wanted the kids to be able to go through Black authors and stuff. And it was one of the ones, the jazz one. And I was like, oh, I got 2 copies because he signed one for my mother, and I have hers now too. That's right. He's a beast. He's a writer. He's an like I just.
I appreciate the endorsement. I approve this message. Thank you so much. Well, I'm not gonna hold it, y'all. Love, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later, Steph. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you too, bro. Sending you love and protection.
Right back at you.
Receive.
Thank you, Ron.
I'm just hanging around because I don't get to talk to you, Steph and Cherie, and y'all other girls. It was so great to hear you speak and share. It was so beautiful. I needed this today, so thank you. Thank you for providing this space. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
I'm looking forward to the next one. Maybe I'll share in the next one, but for now, Steph, I'm gonna send you what I wrote, but next time.
Sounds good. I just appreciate you being here, and thanks for anything.
That's my boo.
Of course.
I love you. Have a good evening.
I love you too. Have a good evening, and thank you all. And I love you all. Sending you all lots of love.
Love you, Reg.
You too. Thanks for showing.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are amazing. Like I took down so many notes. Like I have like all these like great lines from like just different pieces I heard tonight, and it's just like all these things that I like felt like my soul was attached to them, and like I had to get it down. Like you have to write it down and just really kind of meditate on those words. I think that was what I got from tonight, was just like a real deep meditation on the words that were spoken. And I'm just grateful that this space exists. I'm grateful that you all exist. So thank you for allowing us to be in your space. Again, I'm just trying to get it on the ground floor. I don't know who I gotta talk to.
You want to join us? That's what you said?
Yes, please come. We love you. We love you.
Yeah. We would love to have you.
That would be amazing.
You've always been my baby girl, but you're a grown woman now, and it's quite humbling to watch you be you, honestly.
Yeah, I know. It's been crazy, right? Oh my gosh, it's been crazy, but I am very proud to say that I made it through.
And still making it. How old are you, just so the people know?
Exactly.
How old are you, Lovebug?
25.
Wow.
Happened. Jesus, when did that happen? But
right. Right.
This woman has watched me grow since I was like 16.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And now you're able to sit beside her and write.
Right? I know. Shoot, I need to ask her for advice these days. Well, you know what, Nia? What I'll do is I will messenger you the link and the calendar invitation so you can put it in there, and then you can come to the first one and see how you feel. After you feel it out like a couple times, if you're like, yeah, this works for me, then I'll add you to our. So we'll be meeting Monday, 7:15 Eastern time. So 7:15 for us. I'll send you that info, and I really look forward to that. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be really dope. It's gonna grow us all. I mean, I think that's the thing that I've noticed. Like when Lynn joined, when Cherie and Marizzi joined, it grew me. When Lynn joined us, it grew us. And I know that when you join us, it's gonna grow us. Like that's the point of this thing, It's room for all our voices. I remember we were talking the other day. We all have strong personalities. Do not dim your light. Don't. Woo. Up, full body. There's enough space. We got hits. We gonna scoot them. Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah. Well, I guess was there anything that y'all wanted to, before we get off of here, throw it back to my BGC.
Nah, I'm ready to, I'm just so happy that we did it. It was crazy trying to organize every detail, but it was great.
And then it was cool, like, okay, wait, what do I need to do?
In spite of, there was still some details, so I'm sorry for rolling the devil of the detail but I think that what this night has shown too is kind of like a prospects of 5 minutes. Yeah. And you think how you spent your last 5 minutes and how you spend your next. Right. It changes your whole conception. Yes. Right. Redefine what time could be, because now next 5 minutes I'll be more mindful of. So it's necessary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there were 40-something people in that space. And
I told you.
You wouldn't know that. So just really be aware that we are our own biggest critics. That's what I have found out about myself. So just learning to open and accept ourselves for what we are and who we are.
All right, 25 and wise. Come on.
Right. That's why I said I'm going to be asking her for advice these days.
25 and wise.
You be the truth.
Now, ladies, you guys did beautiful. It flowed. It was a good start. and it ends strong. It started good and it ended strong.
Y'all have a good night.
Yes, I love you all. I love you all.
I love you too. And thank that baby for us.
Right.
I mean, no, that was disrespectful. He is not a baby. You thank that young man.
And handsome and awesome. And his work,
Thank you.
Beautiful aspirations to my soul. So
I was like, okay, family.
Yeah,
Like,
that was so dope.
No, my whole family.
No, family. Right. Oh, wait. They got a damn empire.
Girl, that was dope.
Yes.
Thank you for holding space for us.
Thank you.
Good night,
bye,
everyone.
Good
Happy
night.
Monday.
See y'all Monday. Have a good week.